So this is a little bit of a fun work session. I'm looking here at some Viking history of Britain. I've improved the writing area here, so now it's much more amenable to be working on a laptop. But also, big key thing is the map now has a toolbar, free floating, which is kind of amazing. So I have access to whatever controls. I can, of course, move it. Sometimes not super simple, but you don't want to move it all the time, but here it is. And it is aligned with the nodes, which I find useful. We tried to make it moving around before, and that was just too much. I'm going to leave it here. Got people here lined up by time. So let's select maybe events. So, okay, we have some cool events. Some of them are open. I'm going to align them also by time, so I just do layout, not alphabetical. Time, depth, and here we go. How cool is that? So I can see how things overlap or not. So let's deselect, and I don't have a summon view working yet. Let me close this and this and kind of move that. Oops, move that back. Close that. These are the interactions we need to really work on. So deselect. So if I now go a little hard to see, so I choose that one, and now I do focus. That's the only one that shows up, and it connects to the one behind. That's why that one's always there. So if I now select Norman Conquest, if there's anything connected, there isn't. Bring them here. That's what a summon view would do. So select all, put that back. Yeah, so I'm just having fun making sense of these different things. And I can set the types. The settings now are quite cool. Node settings, you can specify opened, how big you want this and that type. So it's really set up for researching, working in this stuff. And we have many controls to still do, to play with. So if I now do snap, no, that was not what I wanted. Actually, let's see. I'm going to select a few. If I do this, yeah, that is the wrong thing. This is what we have to experiment with. So this is show all, which is very useful. So if I'm out doing analysis, looking at things, and then I go into focus or whatever, want to bring it back. No, that's not right either. That's why we have to experiment with much more gesture stuff. Get these things in a more readable way. Let's add one. I'm not always okay with the. I'll just touch it here. I'm going to call it just new node. So where's new node? There's new node. We do have find, so I can just type in. Oops. So that's not implemented yet. We had it in an earlier build, but the idea is this would now be highlighted. So all of these things are coming together, creating, and if you have something, actually let's take the Vikings, open this, have a bit of a read, and then I can do like. Now it is liked. So later on, when I'm working on these things, I can show only liked, for instance. Boom, there it is. Or and I can go back to show all. The options change depending on what's selected. So views. Save. There we go. So this is of course really important. So if I now select all locations, move them over here, select, we don't have any quotes. See, this is so cool. Labeled, title, all of these options. Anyway, events, we have the events here. I messed them up a bit, so now I'm going to do layout. I'm going to do alphabetical this time. Alphabetical, vertical, here we have them. I'm going to make a new, first deselect, because you can't have too many controls. So now do views. Oops, what am I doing? So now, this is just very cool. If I now go first garden, do that again. Second garden, first garden. Obviously they should be yeah, see they change. But obviously that pop-up should be here. It shouldn't be over here. That was a bit confusing. But when I sit down to work now, I have a wonderful big view to normal type, and then we don't yet have good menus for this. It's kind of weird how it cuts through, but let's do that over here. You know, we're needing to have interactions around this. So Magnus, so where's Magnus? Is he here? I can't actually see him. So he should be here, and I should be able to search from there to find him here. So these are the kinds of things we're still working on. That's kind of cool.